So the obvious question is, I'm a TV writer. What enables me to think I could become an aerospace or humanitarian entrepreneur? The answer is that, first of all, as a writer in general, as a science fiction writer more specifically, and even more specifically as a showrunner, which I have been in television, you have to think of what if? What are the possibilities? That's the science fiction writer part of me. What could possibly happen in the future to be different? And then part of that, and also overlapping with the showrunner part, is how do you make that work? How do you get the most bang for your buck with any idea you can think of? So if you add to those two things the fact that Star Trek just opens doors with people in aerospace, NASA, it has a lot of fans. What happened was I started thinking about this idea of putting a granular matter into a formwork. I'm going to say it very simply. You load up a bouncy house with sand and compress the sand to trigger what's called soil jamming, aka granular compression. So it's like concrete, and you've got a house. And all you have to ship around the world or to the moon or to Mars or wherever is that bouncy house to all squish together. So that came to me the same way I think of a lot of crazy sci-fi things like the nucleonic beam from the inner light. This was similar to that. The difference was I was very lucky in that I was being invited to a lot of sci-fi conventions to talk about my TV work, and then that segued into science meets sci-fi. And at those conventions, I met a lot of NASA people, other scientists, really geniuses in these fields. And I got to talk to them about this idea, and it just got fine-tuned through these conversations until I acquired one of a line of several partners of current and ex-NASA people who really added, among other things, granular compression and the size and shape of it. So my answer is I'm doing what I always do. I kind of come up with the idea and I have to shepherd it to the end result. I'm attracting the people around me to help me do that. And I kind of know enough about science to appreciate when we're on the right track and when we have to pivot and who can we pitch this to. It's like pitching a TV show.